Sleep, sleep, easy. Rest, rest, in peace. We'll still sing a theme. So sleep, sleep.
Going on. They were all wondering, Sheriff, what was going on. I mean, we just kind of stopped all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Good evening, my beloved Beyond the Call of Duty friends and families, and good evening to my beloved EOW family. It's Friday, August 18th, another beautiful, beautiful summer evening, and we're in Washington State. We're actually in Goldendale, Washington, and I'm here with a beautiful man by the name of Bob Saunders, who's the sheriff of Klickitat County Sheriff's Office. And he's been a huge supporter of Beyond the Call of Duty and what we've done, and we've had him on a couple of times, but we're in his beautiful neck of the woods, and he invited us here for the weekend, and we're at the fairgrounds, and kind of stole you, didn't I?
Well, I tell you what, we're honored to have you here.
It is our honor to be here, and you're an amazing, amazing sheriff, and just all the years and wisdom, and we're just blessed to be here.
Well, it's our honor, like I said, and you know, we got a outstanding county.
Yeah.
We really do. We have volunteerism. You could not believe how much volunteerism, community policing that we have in our county. Not only we got outstanding deputies, but we have 19 commissioned law enforcement.
Wow.
For a county, it takes 2 hours to drive from one end to the other.
Yeah.
And we have the Columbia River that we're responsible for. And so we have a lot of volunteers, obviously, to help us police the county. And we have reserve deputies who volunteer their time. We have posse members. We're up to right at 164 posse members.
164 posse members. That's the largest posse in Washington State.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And we have, I call them our Air Force. We have 6 pilots that fly for us at no cost for the taxpayers.
6 pilots at no cost.
They fly, especially this year, time of the year, looking for smoke where there's not supposed to be smoke.
Right.
Fire watch. In addition to that, they look for bad guys that we're trying to find. They look for lost people and so forth. And we also have a search and rescue volunteer group of about 62, 64 people. Wow. And they have canines as well that look for lost folks. And the citizens of our county bought us a canine dog, track dog, the bad guys, and narcotics. And the dog come from overseas,
Right.
Europe. So I swore him in as a U.S. citizen
Yeah.
and as a deputy sheriff.
Gotta be a U.S. citizen to be a law enforcement officer.
Yeah, and his name is Profi, and the citizens through donation donated up to $50,000.
Wow.
Not only for us to have the dog, train the dog, equip the equipment for the dog, everything, and so excuse me for talking there. So I got to tell you, I'm extremely blessed to be a sheriff in a county of that kind of volunteerism and community.
I mean, we're talking, you're approximately about 220 volunteers. That's unheard of these days.
Well, I apologize. I don't want to forget all of our fire department personnel throughout the county, with the exception of maybe four to eight individuals that might be paid. With that exception, all the other firemen are volunteers.
So we're talking probably
Over
300.
Yeah.
I mean, again, and that is what communitism is about. That's what volunteerism is about. That's what's giving back to your state, your county. That's the whole meaning of.
Well, like I said before, I think when we were talking, with our volunteers calculated in hours, that's the posse, the air wing, the search and rescue people, all of our volunteers, reserve deputies, weighted out at certain hourly wages. At the end of the year, last year, they donated in hourly wages over right at $500,000. And the county does fund 20,000 for the posse, and that's pretty much it. But they're getting a pretty good return on
Hey, you know what? And the citizens of this county are blessed. They should be proud of having you as a sheriff, as well as all these beautiful men and women that are helping to take care of their county.
Absolutely. I am so blessed. I'm a constitutional sheriff. So my first duties as a constitutional sheriff was to protect our citizens' God-given liberties and constitutional rights, their amendments and so forth. If there's a law passed that goes against the Constitution, then it's a null and void bad law. And as sheriff, I will not enforce it.
Right.
And our legislatures came out with this anti-gun stuff, Inslee and Ferguson, of course, for governor, attorney general. And I made it very clear I will not enforce that in our county.
Yeah.
And other sheriffs across the state also take the same stand. It's chipping away at your individual rights. That's not right, and it shouldn't happen. But our government is giving more and more raising about
Taking rights away.
exactly.
Taking rights away.
Exactly.
And, as I already told you, I'm a first generation immigrant over here.
Yeah.
And I value the rights that we have because that's what allowed us to succeed to where we are today.
Jason, you've been there.
Yeah.
You know firsthand.
Yeah.
What it is to live under a dictator.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When you told what you can watch on TV and what you can eat and what prices you're going to pay, I know
Yeah.
firsthand. So,
Well, and they don't think anything about backing people or killing people.
yeah,
No, you don't believe their way. Well, they take care of that.
absolutely. And that included religion.
Yeah,
If you went with certain religion, including Christianity, well, we're going to help you find a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And we'll place you there as well. So
yeah, it's we're very lucky to live in a country that is free so far.
Yeah.
It's free. But there is that element out there in federal government as well as state to turn this country into a socialist, Marxist type society. And I just hope there's enough Americans out there that have the ability to stand up against that kind of nonsense and fight the fight.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Good fight. Good fight.
And I'm concerned. You see my little great granddaughter.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 years old. What is it going to be 20 years
From now till then, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for good sheriffs like yourself, that stand up and protect our liberties and our rights and protect our homes and our families.
Well, I'm very proud of the position I take, and I get pushback. There's no doubt about it. There's a group in Klickitat County that's a hate song group. But when I stir them up, to be honest with you, I wear it as a badge of honor. Yeah. Because I know I'm doing a good job at their website. Yeah. They don't believe in the Constitution or their version of the Constitution. They believe in taking your guns away from you. They believe in taking a lot of your rights away from you. Yeah. And they also believe in all of this nonsense that's going on in the public schools, which is absolutely crazy. There are mandatory shots for kids. If that's the way the schools are going, that's, in my opinion, is unconstitutional. And COVID came out, and Inslee put Washington State on a month lockdown, basically, and said you can't be 6 foot from each other. You had to be 6 foot from each other. You had to wear a mask, and there was a lot of organizations. If you didn't get a shot, you were terminated. That is pure dictatorship. Government has no business whatsoever telling their citizens that if you don't do this, you're going to be punished. That is ridiculous. First of all, it's not a law. It violates the Constitution. But I personally think it goes just beyond that. It's a test run. Absolutely. The test run is see how much we can control the mass. And they scared a lot of people. And a lot of people died because of shots. Some it may have helped. I don't know. But the bottom line is they should never have been mandated. And telling churches that you can't hold services unless you're members of mass rep and you cannot sing in a choir. All of this nonsense. And so, no, I was very much against that. I took the position. I was Klickitat County Sheriff. Nobody's going to get arrested for not wearing a mask. Nobody's going to get arrested for failure to take a shot, vaccination. That's an individual choice.
I agree.
No issue. I agree with that.
Klickitat, it's a beautiful, beautiful county. Amazing. I mean, you've got Columbia River, a lot of fishing, a lot of parasailing. Oh, there.
Yeah.
We should grab him as well.
Yes.
So get in over here. We got another little special. You sit, Sheriff. You sit. Get in over here. Let's talk. I got all my Beyond the Call of Duty friends and family. And
how we doing out there, everybody?
We were just talking about how beautiful Klickitat is.
It is absolutely fantastic. How you doing, Sheriff?
Good. One of my favorite employees. He's chief of our jail.
Absolutely love working here in Klickitat County, you guys. So, what have you guys been talking about?
Well, I've been thanking the sheriff for bringing us and allowing us to be here. And we just got into talking about how beautiful this county is. And the difference is we were just talking about all the volunteers that make the sheriff's office work and the fire department and how they're just so integrated into the community. And what amazing folks you are, where you wear these beautiful uniforms. And
it's amazing. You know, I've been here in Klickitat County since the 1st of March. I got hired by Sheriff Songer to be the chief jail deputy and running the jail here in Klickitat County. And what amazed me about the crew, the people, the staff, everybody at the sheriff's office is that they all work together for a common goal, and that's to serve the people of Klickitat County. And it's amazing because I've been around other departments and they don't run like this. They don't have the same goal, the same mission in mind. They don't work together hand in hand like they do here at Klickitat County. And it's absolutely an amazing place to work. And that's all due to Sheriff Songer and his vision. So I'm just proud to be here, and I love this county, love the people here, and
fun things to do.
Lots of fun things
We
to
have
do.
a winery over here. We're gonna have a beautiful bed and breakfast coming along soon.
There's, yeah, we might talk about that some other time.
We jokingly call it a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, Klickitat County Bed and Breakfast.
Right.
But yeah, we have several guests. They apparently like to stay there because they come back time after time. So we must be doing something right.
Yeah,
But
well, just, I don't, all of the things that are accomplished in this county, uh, it's a team effort. It's just not the sheriff by himself, but it's your staff, your managers, your troops on the road, your troops in the jail, the front office staff. They all work together. And what really makes it easy is that we've got good conservative citizens in this county that have a lot of common sense, and they don't buy into this woke crap that they have seem to have on the west side of the mountains in Governor Inslee's area. They don't buy into that. We have a few in our county that do, and I call them the Songre Hate Group. But that's all right. Like I said before, when I can stir them up, it's a badge of honor because I know I'm headed the right way. So it's a constant challenge all the time, but I love that challenge, and I've got a lot of good support from staff and personnel, and I want to give a shout out to all of those. I mentioned them earlier, the volunteers of the department, the reserve deputies, the posse, the search and rescue people, and the hard work our commissioned officers do every day out there on the road. And when you want to think how serious that is, every day on the road or even in the jail, all you got to do is look behind the trailer and see how many officers have died in the line of duty throughout our country. And that's why I wear this ribbon on my badge all the time, because somebody said the other day, well, did you guys lose an officer in your county? And thank God, no, we did not. But there's officers being lost every day or every other day throughout the United States, and that's why I wear it.
and one thing I've noticed traveling all over the state, all over the country, is that normal, hard-working, playing hard Americans support law enforcement and all first responders. It's the few woke left that the media focuses on that say they don't support the police. But I know that Main Street America does support the police, and especially our sheriffs, and you need to. So
Well, one
I'm
thing,
gonna let JC
No,
jump back in here.
Norman, why don't you jump in?
What?
Let's see, go to comments, click on that one. And let's see who we got comment wise, because I think there's probably going to be some shout outs today. There you go. Go and click on each one, and that way the viewers can even see it. So if you click on there, oops.
Joel, glad you're here. Eddie, hello, my Ended Watch family. Sending much love. That's awesome, Eddie. Thanks for being in there. Nick, good evening, JC. They told me this live was going to be at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we kind of
So I came back
yes.
at 10 minutes to 6.
Yeah.
And what do I find? They're over here doing the live without me. But I'm glad I made it. Nick said we need more sheriffs like him in this county.
Yes, we
in
do.
this country.
In this
That's
country.
for sure.
Yeah.
Every county in this country, because our sheriffs are the supreme law enforcement officers in the county, and they can tell the federal and the state government to pack sand. They protect citizens' rights. They're the ultimate authority in the county. So we need to support our local sheriffs and make sure that they obey the Constitution. That's the biggest thing. So I'm going to jump off here and let JC back in. Good to see you guys. Take care. Make sure you share this. And thanks for supporting In to Watch Beyond the Call of Duty.
thanks, man.
Sir. Well, yeah, we started a little early. I apologize. I didn't want to keep the sheriff waiting.
That's all right.
So,
Lauren will forgive you.
yeah, he will. We had a beautiful week, though. I will say one thing: from last Friday to this Friday, Sheriff, we haven't lost one police officer in this nation. So we had a blessed week.
Thank you.
It was just great. So our thoughts and prayers are out to all of the families that have had a loss this month. But you're always going to be in our thoughts and prayers, and we're going to be out there representing.
If I may make one.
Yeah.
Getting back to the elected sheriff. I've served as a police chief, and as a police chief, you report to the mayor or the city manager. And you don't have the latitude that you have as an elected sheriff. As an elected sheriff, number one, my only boss is the public, is the citizens that put me in office. The governor's not my boss. County commissioners are not my boss, even though they have control on the budget, but they're not my boss. So, and even the president, not my boss. Thank God. But in our society today, it's getting worse and worse. And we need sheriffs because they are the top law enforcement official, because they're elected by the people. So they need to take the position that they serve the people. The people is their boss. That's the bottom line. And they need to look out for their constitutional rights and liberties, God-given liberties.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Which are getting harder and harder to keep. Couple. Evening, Mindy. Hope all is well. Love you. Mindy Lloyd is in Las Vegas,
Oh, wow.
and her and her husband started the Fallen Injured Officers Association over 20 years ago.
Wow.
And unfortunately, we lost her husband in the line of duty 3 years ago.
That's sad.
Elena, thank you.
Oh, I did have one thing. I want to shout out to my friend and another constitutional sheriff, who was an outstanding sheriff, Bob Udell out of Yakima.
Yes.
And anyway, I hope Bob sees this. I'm here with JC, and I understand that JC needs his reserve deputy card renewed so he can do it reissued as a retired person, so he can continue with the concealed carry. And anyway, and by the way, Bob, I've got that hat for you for the Constitutional Sheriff's and Peace Officers Association, and I will get that to you.
You're gonna have to send this to him.
Yeah,
I don't think he watches this.
I consider Bob Udell and his wife good for him.
Yeah.
And,
He's a good sheriff.
yeah.
Jim, hi there, Jim. Thanks for signing in. So, but yes, so we had a beautiful week. We didn't lose anyone, and we hope it continues that way. Again, thank you for inviting us here. Thank you for letting us be part of your beautiful county and the events that's happening. It's great if you're still or can come down to Klickitat this weekend. Listen, tomorrow's a huge day over here. They got the rodeo going. They are different events happening here. There's different vendors here. Great food. Come meet the sheriff.
Yeah.
Sheriff Saunders is going to be over here. Come meet him. Tell him thank you. Meet the other deputies. Tell them thank you very much for the love that they do, work that they do. Give them thanks in person. So,
And if they have any questions about Klickitat County and the sheriff's office, I want you to copy this down. This is my cell number, work cell number, 509-261-1833. 509-261-1833. And if you have complaints, feel free to call. If you have positive things, or if you're curious about something about our program, please give it to me.
you got a sheriff giving you his personal cell phone number. Keep it close. Doesn't mean you can get out of jail. It means you need to be a little bit respectful. Listen, it's Friday night. If you're out and about, thank a law enforcement or a first responder. Go up to them, tell them that they're beautiful, tell them you love them. Ask them if they'll let you give them a hug. Just thank them. It doesn't cost you a dime. If you're out there, please click it or ticket. No texting, driving, and no drinking and driving. Above all, bless all these first responders. Keep the families of those that have lost a loved one in your thoughts and prayers. Their world has stopped. Follow us, support us if you can. Thank our sponsors, and God bless all of you. Love you all. See you guys next Friday. Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.